Bonjour! I'm in Reims, France, the capital of Champagne. And I'm very, very excited today that I'm finally going to get to tour one of the great champagne houses of the world, Pommery. And it's a tour that will go into the cellars to see the method of how they make champagne. So there's many champagne makers in this Champagne region, and the Champagne region is why they call this sparkling wine champagne, because it's made here with the specific organic ingredients needed to make great champagne. Other regions can make sparkling wine, but only Champagne France can make real champagne. So we're going to learn all about champagne today on this tour. So excited. So we're on a slight hill above the city of Reims, and in the long distance behind the trees is the famous cathedral where the kings of France were crowned, which we'll see after the champagne tour. So very charming romantic buildings that they created for the tour, for their company, like a little castle. And the gates guarding the champagne. Woo! Okay. Welcome, bienvenue. I already have a ticket. Wow, here we are. Wow, okay. I'm so excited we gotta even get to taste the champagne on the tour. Wow. Okay. So we're in the reception area where we're gonna wait for our tour to start in a few minutes. And I'm going to read about this brochure, about visiting the cellars, and very beautifully decorated with this gigantic wood carving. Beautiful Art Nouveau wood carving, amazing. So they get a lot of tourists here. Everyone wants to see how they make champagne and try some. Very lovely. So first we get to see the museum, the whole history of the Maison Pommery. Madame Pommery. Monsieur Pommery. So a lot of art installation here. Oh, like Disneyland. All made out of plastic. Plastic. And some really big bottles of champagne. Oh my god, that's huge. But they're empty. So it's like a Disneyland for adults. Oh my god. All this contemporary art. And we're out in the sunlight.
Our history starts from 1836 when Mr. Narcisse Grenot created his small champagne wine company. He was a good manager, but he was not good with finances, so that he invited his friend Alexandre Louis Pommery to invest to his business. Alexandre Louis Pommery, he made his fortune in textile and the wood industry, which disappeared after the First World War in the whole region. But here we have the photos of Madame Pommery when she was a child and when she was adult. But these photos have been made after the death of Madame Pommery. It was not easy for a lady to run a business, especially
these are the grapes that make champagne. Grapes are grown in the region of these mountains. Very specific.
Are 18 kilometers of the cellars, but we will visit only 1 kilometer. This is our staircase, which will take.
Another really great art installation. Wow. All done with string. So this art installation is an optical illusion with the mirrors.
You know, the first time in the history of in Champagne region, the bottle of 20 centiliters in a small bottle started to be used since the crisis.
So now comes the fun part, the cellars. And down we go. So a constant 10 degrees down here. Virgin of the Champagne.
Here I have already told you the history of this statue. Nowadays, this place is considered as an underground church. Sometimes we have wedding parties here.
Ooh.
Now let's go to the Liverpool gallery, the next gallery. There is another there. I guess
I'm not quite sure what's going to come out on the video, being it's so dark here.
Here we have the transportation system of 19th century. Its name is La Crémaillère. How did it work? The workers, they were putting 6 bottles of champagne or 4 magnum bottles in each basket. The baskets were traveling all 18 kilometers of the cellars. The other workers, they were taking out the bottles and the empty baskets will continue their tour.
So that's a really big bottle of champagne. And that's a regular size bottle. Wow. So we're not allowed any flash photography, so this video is going to be pretty dark. Wow. Installation of art.
Spent more than 4 years in our cellars by carving the bas-reliefs, and there was no light and electricity at that time. He was carving by candlelight. See then, it is the biggest part carved in 8 days.
So this is really amazing down here, this carving in the cellar. Champagne. So these are the vintages that are kept by the Maison, by the house, and that includes a very old 1874 bottle. Amazing old champagne, worth millions, I guess, if it went on auction. So now comes the best part of the tour, the tasting.
10 grams of sugar per liter in this champagne. It's a blue champagne and 3 years of aging in the cellars. In plus, we have here 7% of the red wine from Rosé village, which is giving the taste of rosé and the color. Enjoy your tasting, and now I will serve for you. Your second glass will be 1870.
So this was a tour of the great champagne house, Pommery, Franken, and salute à tous, bonne santé. Oh, great champagne. Okay, ciao. Added bonus to this video from Reims, the capital Champagne, is the great cathedral where all the kings of France were crowned. It's amazing. So they've been restoring it. It was damaged severely in World War II. So it's a constant project of restoration, but it is so grand, it is so beautiful and so historic. It takes your breath away. Wow. So all the saints and apostles. Wow. Okay, the entrance. So this cathedral and Notre Dame in Paris are the two leading cathedrals of historic importance in France. Sadly, it was damaged greatly in World War II, but they've been restoring it. So unlike the cathedral in Moulins where we saw original stained glass, this is all new stained glass. But the stonework is original. And this is the famous stained glass by the French artist Chagall, Marc Chagall. Really beautiful. Wow. Okay, well, this is a little bonus to the video from Reims. Reims. It's a hard word to pronounce for me. Anyway, it is a beautiful city and capital of Champagne.